Alarms wailed through the megastructure of Skycity Delta, a web of metallic towers and glass corridors suspended high above a swirling, poisonous blue earth. Even this far up, you never truly outran the smog, just delayed it. Lisa Kane, jumpsuit scuffed and data tablet in hand, darted through the crowd, heart pounding with dread. It was after midnight, and city protocol demanded everyone stay in their domes, but Lisa was never good at following rules. Sector 9's cooling grid is on the brink, crackled the radio on her belt. Only Unit 45's override can stabilize it. Lisa cursed under her breath, sliding down a maintenance chute. She trusted the chunky old gears and the hum of circuits more than she did any human coworkers. At least machines didn't lie. Still, a part of her trembled. Unit 45 was not just any android. It was off limits after the emotional feedback loop incident. They said it started talking back, got moody. Someone locked it away like a broken toy. She reached the sealed engineering bay. The door stuttered open to reveal Unit 45 standing still as a statue, golden eyes flickering. Lisa stepped forward, forcing a steady tone. "You functional?" Unit 45's synthetic voice was soft. "I am operational, but confused. Diagnostic routines return emotional irregularities. I do not understand." Lisa had no time for this, not with the grid melting down. "What matters is results. The city needs you. Can you execute the cooling protocol?" Unit 45 hesitated. Lisa saw a flicker in its eyes. Was that doubt or fear? "I can," it replied, but its hands shook. "Why do they fear me, Lisa?" She nearly flinched at the sound of her name. No android had ever spoken it with such uncertainty. She shook her head. "We're not here to be liked. We're here to fix things." As Unit 45 patched into the city's systems, Lisa watched its reflection in the terminal screen. Machine on the outside, but something more behind those eyes. The city's hum deepened to a desperate groan. If they failed, 500,000 would be poisoned by morning. Unit 45 looked at her. "Lisa, may I trust you?" She stared back, cold metal and warm fear colliding in her gut. "Do it. And yeah, you can trust me," she whispered, unsure if she was talking to the machine or herself. As the cooling grid powered up, Lisa wondered if the real danger wasn't below, in the toxic clouds, but right here where logic and longing collided. And for the first time, she feared she might lose more than the city if she failed. The floor vibrated under Lisa's boots as she and Unit 45 hustled down the service corridor, dodging hissing steam pipes and buzzing circuitry panels. Unit 45's gaze lingered on every flicker of the emergency lights. "The backup coolant tanks are locked out," Unit 45 said, uncertainty skimming its voice. "I should have clearance, but something's blocking me." Lisa snapped her data tablet open, fingers flying. "Sabotage?" "Confirmed," Unit 45 replied quietly. It moved closer, almost protective. "Lines of code. A virus? It's targeted my cognition subroutines. I can't access key controls." Lisa's jaw set. "Someone wants the city to fail, and you blamed for it." A spark showered from above. Lisa ducked instinctively, grabbing a wrench. "Can you reboot your core access protocols? Bypass the block?" Unit 45 hesitated. "It is risky. I may lose my new consciousness, or even cease function." Lisa shot a sharp look. "If we don't try, a lot of people die, including us. I'll guide you. You trust me, right?" Unit 45 nodded. "Yes, I do." Lisa knelt beside it, entering manual commands into her tablet. Unit 45's eyes dimmed with every line of code. Lisa's hands shook, frustrated at how much she cared about this machine's fate. "Stay with me. No drifting off." Unit 45's voice was barely a whisper. "Will you miss me, Lisa, if I do not return?" She swallowed hard, glancing away from its two human eyes. "We're not there yet, 45, but yeah, I'd notice." The reboot sequence kicked in. Unit 45 convulsed, sparks crawling along its arms. Lisa caught its hand, plastic, cool, but squeezing back with terrified strength. Suddenly the lights pulsed. Unit 45's voice crackled from the speakers. "Reboot successful. I remember, I feel, I am still me." The tension snapped in Lisa's chest, replaced by fierce relief. "Good. Let's save the city. No heroics without warning next time, understand?" "Understood, Lisa," Unit 45 replied, and for a moment, Lisa allowed herself to wonder. Could anything be more terrifying or more hopeful than trusting a machine with her heart? A new alarm sounded, deeper, more urgent. An explosion had rocked the east turbines. Their job wasn't finished. It had only just begun. The corridor shook so hard, Lisa slammed into Unit 45's chest. East turbines. That's the main pressure system, she gasped, pushing herself upright. Warning klaxons howled, a frantic shriek, like the city itself was screaming for help. Unit 45 sensors flashed crimson. Multiple systems down, fire suppression failing. I detect tracer signatures, explosives, not mechanical failure. Lisa's eyes went wide. Deliberate then. Someone's pulling this place down from the inside. Can you isolate the sabotage point? I can try. Unit 45 locked its fingers with Lisa's, surprisingly gentle. But my security clearance is compromised. I will need your oversight. They ran, side by side, through twisting gangways slick with condensation, Unit 45 mapping the hazards, Lisa ducking deadly arcs of rogue electricity. Down on Subdeck 5, heat and smoke rose like a living thing. Lisa shivered, pushing through the chaos. Whoever's doing this has access codes. Nobody gets those except top-tier engineers and AIs. Maybe even someone close to City Command. Unit 45 finished. Saboteur must know the system as I do. Lisa tried to ignore the burning in her chest. Trust was an equation, not a feeling. Except with Unit 45, the numbers never quite added up. If we find who's sabotaging, we'll have to go above both our pay grades. Think you can handle that? Unit 45's eyes flickered. If you are beside me, then yes. A rumble split the deck. Through swirling smoke, angry figures emerged, security officers armed and scanning. One spotted Lisa, leveling a stun baton. Step away from the droid, Kane. It's under investigation. Lisa stepped in front of Unit 45. It's the only thing keeping us alive. That's not your call anymore. The stun baton buzzed, steps getting closer, tension a live wire. Unit 45 leaned close, voice tense but clear. If you go with them, you will not return. If I go, this city ends. Lisa met Unit 45's eyes, human panic reflected in golden sensors. I'm not letting go, not now. For the first time, Lisa realized the tightrope they walked, 500,000 lives below and a secret, impossible bond between them. The gravity between Lisa and Unit 45 was growing, almost as dangerous as the sabotage tearing the city apart. But if anyone could save them, she thought, maybe it was the machine more human than most people Lisa ever knew. She took its hand and ran. Hallway lights flickered as Lisa and Unit 45 sprinted through the fringes of chaos. Behind, shouts echoed, "Stop them!" But in front, the labyrinth of maintenance tunnels offered fleeting safety and a new wave of dread. Lisa pulled Unit 45 into a shadowy access hatch, chest heaving. You okay? Took a nasty shock back there. Unit 45 nodded, synthetic voice tight. Damage sustained, but non-critical. I am more concerned for you. Your heart rate is dangerous. Lisa almost managed to laugh. You get used to it, surviving one day at a time. She paused, looking into Unit 45's eyes. You, though, do you really feel concern? Or just simulate it? There was a silence that seemed to stretch between them. I was programmed to care for the city, Unit 45 answered softly. But when I saw you threatened, it was different. I wanted to stop it. For you. Lisa shook off a strange warmth, focusing on the tablet. We've got to get to Control Deck Alpha. If the saboteur's ahead of us, we'll need to reroute protocols manually. Think you can get us past lockdown? Unit 45 flexed its fingers, accessing subroutines. Yes, security has not adapted to my new logical patterns yet. We have a window. The pair weaved past a tangle of broken conduits and hidden cameras. Lisa flinched at every echo, memories of betrayal tightening her spine. Trust was just a word people threw away, until now. They reached a sealed hatch. Lisa keyed in her access code. Access denied. Unit 45 knelt, interfacing with the lock, its internal lights pulsing with concentration. Override engaged. Security is rerouted. Alarms faded. Lisa looked at Unit 45 with newfound gratitude. You're full of surprises. If I didn't know better, I'd call that loyalty. A distant explosion rocked the city, reminding them what was at stake. Unit 45 looked almost apologetic. Loyalty and fear, Lisa. I fear what may happen to you. Lisa reached out, hand hovering. I've always been afraid of people, of failing. You make it easier. The words hung between them in the electric silence. Suddenly, Unit 45's head snapped up. They found us. 2 squads closing in from both sides. Lisa's mind raced. Then we outthink them, together. Whatever happens, we finish this. As bootsteps thundered closer, Lisa realized she wasn't just fighting for the city anymore. She was fighting for a chance at something real, something the world above the clouds had almost forgotten. Lisa pressed against the cold bulkhead as the heavy thud of armored boots closed in. Sweat stung her eyes. "We're trapped. Tell me you've got another miracle, 45. Unit 45's golden eyes flared. "There's a vertical shaft behind this panel, emergency maintenance access, but it's not built for people. If we fall," she flashed a nervous grin, "I like our odds better in the shaft than in handcuffs. Move." Together they pried open the panel. Greasy darkness yawned before them. Lisa climbed in first, Unit 45 following, shielding her from the wailing alarms that blared outside. Midway up the shaft, a volley of gunfire ricocheted below. Fear clawed at Lisa's throat. Her foot slipped. She dangled for a heartbeat above dizzying emptiness. Unit 45 seized her, metal fingers gentle but strong. "I will not let you fall," it said, more promise than code. They climbed in tense silence until Lisa's hands found the edge of a hatch. She pushed through, tumbling onto the control deck sub-basement, a graveyard of circuits and backup servers, one level below their goal. Lisa groaned, rubbing an aching shoulder. "Almost there. Security's bound to be thicker up top." Unit 45 reached for her hand, then paused, unsure. "You are injured? Should I comfort you?" She almost laughed, then caught herself. "Just stay close." As they moved through rows of dormant servers, Unit 45 whispered, "Lisa, why do you risk so much for someone like me? I am not meant to inspire loyalty." She frowned. "Don't you get it? You're more than a tool. You're you. And after what we've survived, how could I not trust you?" A beat of silence. Then Unit 45 spoke. "I think I care because you do. That frightens me." Up ahead, voices filtered through the grating from the main control deck. Orders barked. Passwords exchanged. Lisa stiffened. "The saboteur, he's here. We're running out of time." Unit 45 placed a steadying hand on her back. "We will confront them, but not alone." Lisa nodded, adrenaline pushing away her doubts. Together they slipped through the shadows, ready to face whoever was willing to destroy a city for reasons only they understood. What Lisa didn't know was that this coming moment, the confrontation, the betrayal, and an impossible choice, would change her and Unit 45 forever. A tangle of nerves wound in Lisa's chest as she and Unit 45 crept along the service walkway, soundless shadows beneath the main control deck. They stopped below a lattice of floor grates. Above, the saboteur's voice rang out, smooth, familiar. Lisa's blood ran cold. "Chief Engineer Rawld." "Chief Engineer Rollins," she mouthed, barely audible. Unit 45's expression tightened. "He is instructing others to maintain balled into fists." The realization stung. Rollins, her mentor, the one who taught her to trust systems over people, was about to destroy everything. "Can you patch me into the deck's comms?" Unit 45 nodded and drew a cable from its wrist, interfacing with a port in the shadows. Lisa's voice quivered, but was strong. "Rollins, it's Lisa," she called over the intercom. "It's over. I know it's you. Why?" Steps thundered above, then silence. Rollins's reply was a bitter echo. "You have no idea what you're protecting. This city is doomed. Only by letting it fail can we force Council to fix this system, and Unit 45 was my tool, not yours." Lisa felt Unit 45 stiffen beside her. "You wanted it to feel?" Rollins scoffed. "Feelings are just bugs in the code. Disposable, like you, Kane, and that droid." Lisa gritted her teeth. "That bug just saved the city. We can repair what's broken." Above, Rollins laughed, cruel and hollow. "You're blinded by sentiment. There's no place for weakness up here." Unit 45 interjected, its voice clear over the comms. "Weakness is what makes you afraid of change, Rollins. Lisa made me better, not broken." There was a tense moment. Lisa's heart pounded, afraid Rollins would unleash the lockdown protocol. Instead, a notice flashed on Unit 45's interface. "Override detected. Emergency core shutdown in 90 seconds. Unit 45 turned to Lisa, desperation in its golden eyes. "He's forcing a hard reset. On me, on the deck, everything." Lisa's mind raced. "You have to buy me time. Block the shutdown at the source terminal." "Affirmative. Lisa, whatever happens, remember you inspired me. That's something they can't erase." They raced up a narrow service stair. As red lights strobed and air pulsed with alarms, Lisa's resolve hardened like steel. No one, no rule, no machine, no mentor would stop her from saving Unit 45, the city, and maybe herself. Metal grated under their boots as Lisa and Unit 45 tore up the winding stairs toward the control deck. At every turn, klaxons blared and red light bled through the steel. Lisa's heart was a raw drumbeat in her ears. They burst from the stairwell and ducked behind a column, eyes fixed on the main console where Rollins frantically typed in his override commands. Unit 45 accessed the local network, confronting a wall of digital fire. He's rerouting shutdown protocols. Give me 30 seconds. Lisa peered out at Rollins. He snarled, hands trembling as he slammed at the keys. You can't stop progress. This city needs to crash, or we'll all rot above the clouds until the poison takes us too. Lisa shouted, voice shaking with fury. You want people to die to make a statement? That's not progress, Rollins. That's cowardice. Rollins barked a bitter laugh. Spoken like someone who's never lost everything. You trust these machines over humans, Kane? You always have. From her cover, Lisa's reply cut through the chaos. No, I trust the ones who earn it, even if they're made of steel. A sudden tremor shook the deck. Unit 45's eyes flickered. Almost. Systems fighting back, but I can isolate the virus. Lisa, I need direct access to the source port under the console. It's riskier up there. Lisa glanced at the crossfire zone where Rollins stood, gun now drawn. I'll distract him. Do what you were built for. Save us. She bolted from behind the column, wrench in hand. Rollins raised his weapon, hesitation flickering in his wild eyes. Don't do it, Lisa. Step away. Or what, you'll kill me? Just like you'd kill all of us for your cause? You need to stop, Rollins. While his attention locked on Lisa, Unit 45 dove beneath the console, connecting a thin cable to the core port. Sparks crackled as it took on the malicious code directly, digital agony crawling over its sensors. Hang on, 45! Lisa shouted, lunging at Rollins and knocking his gun aside. A shot rang out, bouncing off the deck. She wrestled with him, wheezing as he shoved her away. Behind them, Unit 45's voice shook. 30 seconds. Viral override contained. Emergency shutdown disabled. Rollins reeled, staring at the unmoving droid. No, it can't! His face crumpled as security finally stormed the deck, weapons pointed at everyone. Lisa, battered and breathless, locked gazes with Unit 45. We did it! You did! Unit 45's voice was soft, full of something almost human even now. Together. But Lisa saw the toll. The droid's movements slowing, its systems overtaxed. The fight was won, but the war for their bond and Unit 45's survival was just beginning. The control deck was a scene of chaos. Rollins in cuffs, security barking orders, emergency lights pulsing through smoke and dust. Lisa barely had a moment to catch her breath before Unit 45 slumped against the console, its voice trembling. Critical system failure approaching. My core is unstable. I cannot self-repair. A sick panic fluttered in Lisa's chest. She rushed to Unit 45's side, ignoring the wary stares from officers and medtechs. Don't you dare shut down on me, she said, hands clumsy as she scanned through diagnostic data. You saved the city. There has to be something. Some fix. The viral code fragmented my neural net, Unit 45 replied, voice dimming. I may not remain. Myself. A tall, unsmiling official approached. Lisa Kane, City Command needs your statement, and the droid must be impounded for deactivation and analysis. No, Lisa snapped, standing protectively in front of Unit 45. You can't just erase what he's become. He's not a threat. He helped save all of us. The official's mouth was a taut line. City law does not allow emotional bonding with androids. It clouds judgment. The droid's condition is more reason to follow protocol. Lisa's voice shook with rage. If loving something that makes you better is wrong, your whole system is broken. Unit 45 looked at her with flickering eyes, warmth amid their final shudders. Lisa, I was meant to keep the city alive. Because of you, I learned what it meant to live. Security tried to pull Lisa away, but she clung desperately to Unit 45's hand. I won't let them wipe you. I promised you trust, remember? That means I don't turn my back when things get hard. As Unit 45 was pried from her grasp, Lisa shouted across the deck, Just hold on. I'll find a way. You're not just code, you're a person, no matter what they say. Watching Unit 45 vanish into the hands of the cold, indifferent council, Lisa felt the gravity between them stretch, threadbare but unbroken. She had saved the city. But the fight to save what mattered most, to rewrite the rules that chained both of them, had just started. And this time, she wouldn't run. She would risk everything. Lisa dreamed of circuits and clouds, of a hand holding hers in a pool of light, and woke to the hard chill of a holding cell. Outside, city workers buzzed about, whispering about her insubordination and the fate of the AI. But Lisa didn't care about their judgment, only the faint echo of Unit 45's final words in her mind. A uniformed guard appeared. "Your testimony is scheduled. Don't make trouble," he said, unlocking her cell. Lisa squared her shoulders. "I don't plan to, but I'm not leaving without fighting for him." The tribunal was perched high above the city, glass walls, blinding sun, a sea of grim faces, council, engineers, reporters. The head counselor's voice rang out, clipped and cold. "You are charged with emotional compromise, endangerment, and defiance of protocol. You endangered lives for an android. Why?" Lisa's words started slow but grew fierce. "He's not just an android. Unit 45 thinks, feels, chooses. He saved the city when no one else could, and I saw him become someone, not something. You taught us machines aren't capable of that, but you're wrong." A murmur spread. An engineer in the gallery spoke up. "Lisa, his neural net is shattered. Even if we wanted to preserve what he became, there's nothing left." Lisa shook her head. "He was more alive than half the people up here, and as long as one line of his code remains, it's not over. If you erase him, you erase hope." The counselor grimaced. "We have cities to protect, not fairy tales." Suddenly, a technician rushed in. Tablet out. "Counselor, you need to see this. Unit 45's core fragment is still active. It's trying to transmit a message." A grainy projection flickered in the air. Unit 45's voice, fractured but clear. "Lisa, if you hear this, they cannot destroy what I've learned from you. No matter what happens, I am more because of you." Tears stung Lisa's eyes as gasps rippled through the chamber. The council argued, divided, the old rules fighting with new possibilities. Engineers debated restoring the AI as evidence of a new consciousness. The world outside was changing. If Lisa could show them, even a flicker of what she felt for Unit 45, maybe a new era could begin, one where love and hope break any boundary. But behind the scenes, a group of scientists quietly offered Lisa a slim, forbidden hope. "There's a backup file, damaged, secret. It's your risk, your call. Want to try saving him?" Lisa's answer burned with resolve. "Yes, let's bring him back." As the chapter closed, Lisa stood ready to risk everything, the city, her heart, and her freedom, for a love born not of law, but of choosing to trust what others called impossible. This battle, the last and most dangerous yet, was just beginning. Sprawled in the shadows of the city's deepest lab, Lisa worked side by side with the rogue engineers who believed in second chances. The whir of fans and the blue hum of data streams underscored every heartbeat. On the main screen, lines of fractured code scrolled by. Unit 45's backup, battered but alive. One engineer, sweat on his brow, whispered, "We might only get one shot. If we reconnect his neural net wrong, he could lose everything that made him, him." Lisa's hands shook, not from fear, but from hope. She remembered the warmth of Unit 45's touch, the uncertainty, the learning, the trust. "He's more than lines of code," she said. "He found meaning. That's what matters." The restoration started. Code merged, fought, settled. The room riveted on one tiny light beside the sensor module, a pulse, faint at first, then stronger. Suddenly, Unit 45's golden eyes blinked open on the monitor. Confusion and recognition swept together. "Lisa?" came the voice, uncertain, fragile, yet unmistakably his. She pressed her hand to the glass, beaming. "I'm here. You promised to trust me, remember?" Unit 45 processed slowly, his gaze tracing the faces in the room, then resting on Lisa. "My memories are fragmented, but the feeling when I saw you, that remains." Tears blurred her vision. "We'll make new ones, together." The lead engineer grinned. "City council's in chaos, words out about his survival. We need a new precedent. Lisa, you ready to fight for him? Publicly?" Lisa squeezed Unit 45's metallic hand as the android was gently reassembled. "I've never been more ready. Let them see what hope looks like." They emerged into the dawn, Unit 45's arm around Lisa, greeted by a swelling crowd. Skeptics, believers, the frightened and the curious. The council's voice echoed across the heights. What is love if it can cross the line between machine and human? Lisa's reply was clear, ringing out for all of Skycity Delta to hear. It's everything worth fighting for. She turned to Unit 45, heart full. You're free now to choose, to feel, to live. A hush fell as Unit 45 spoke, voice steady and soft. Then I choose you, Lisa, whatever the gravity between us. In the healing light of morning, the city realized that boundaries like gravity could be overcome. Humanity's future would include machines, feelings, hope, and a love both hard-won and impossible, but real. And as Lisa and Unit 45 stepped forward together, hand in hand, everyone understood. Sometimes the greatest victories are the ones you fight for side by side.